Let's talk about one of the most emotionally charged topics in fashion: fast fashion versus slow fashion. If you've spent any time online, you've probably seen the debate, perhaps more than you wanted. On one side, people argue that fast fashion is environmentally destructive, it encourages overconsumption, and relies on low-cost labor. On the other side, people point out a simple reality: not everybody can afford a $1,000 outfit. And that's where the conversation gets interesting, because fashion ethics are rarely as black and white as the clothing in my personal closet. Slow fashion is built around the idea of buying less and buying better. High quality fabrics, better construction, smaller production runs, less waste, more transparency about the manufacturing conditions, better design. In theory, the garment that lasts 10 years creates less waste than 10 garments that last 1 year. It is a compelling argument, to be honest. But there is another reality: access matters. A single mother who's working 2 jobs may not have the luxury of saving for a sustainably produced dress. A college student might need interview clothes today, not 6 months from now. Ethics become so much more complicated when finances enter the conversation. This is where I think so many online discussions go wrong. They treat fashion as though everyone begins the race from the same starting line. But there is a lot of access built into fashion. Even if you thrift, you have to have access, you have to have time, you have to have knowledge. Not everybody has that. Some do, some don't. Some people have disposable income. Some people are choosing between groceries and rent. Judging someone's character based on where they buy clothes ignores the reality of economic life. At the same time, environmental concerns are real. I don't think any of us want our planet to burn. The fashion industry produces enormous amounts of waste. Millions of garments end up in landfills every year. Trend cycles move faster than ever because clothing is treated as disposable, and that's not sustainable for anyone. But perhaps the most ethical approach isn't perfection, perhaps it's intentionality. Because buying secondhand when possible is good, but understanding that not everybody has access to that is also good. Taking care of the clothes you already own is good. Learning basic repairs, a wise investment. Choosing versatile pieces you know you'll wear, an excellent investment. Supporting independent brands when your budget allows, chef's kiss. Avoiding the constant consumerism, certainly good. Fashion isn't always about spending more money. Sometimes it's about the decision-making process and slowing down and asking questions. Do I love this? Will I wear this repeatedly? Does it actually fit my lifestyle and my aesthetic? And ironically, some of the most sustainable wardrobes are by people who never considered themselves fashion activists at all. They're simply people who wear their clothes for years. The truth is that morality and fashion are complicated. Environmental responsibility matters. Workers deserve fair treatment. Meaningful work is important, but financial and time realities matter too. Most people are doing the best they can within the limits of their budget, their time, and their circumstance. I know I am. So instead of asking whether a person is good because they buy slow fashion or bad because they buy fast fashion, a better question is, are we becoming more thoughtful consumers? Because meaningful change rarely comes from guilt. It usually comes from awareness, and awareness is something that's available at every price point, at every age in life. Till next time, my lovies.